Hey y'all, how y'all doing? It's your boy No Glory. It's been a minute. Um, it's been a minute since I got on here and made any videos or any content, but I got a good reason why. And today I'm gonna talk about that a little bit. So last year I had started, going on the channel and started my channel and started, making content about different things that are important to me, God and stuff like that, and things that are going on in the world and things like that, which is cool. But I don't know. Soon after that, maybe like 4 or 5 months in, 6 months in, and just a lot of different things started. I started going through in life, just in general. Relationships with friends and work and just different things, man. So I was getting hit left and right. But here's the thing, though. The real reason why I had to take a break from doing content and making the channel was because, and this is, man, I've been thinking about this for a long time, saying this, but I'm gonna just go out there and say it. But I wasn't being my authentic self, man. I'm a very creative person. I like to do creative things. I do have experience in other stuff like business and doing all this other stuff, man. But like, God had to really separate me, man, so I can cultivate and work on the gifts that He placed inside of me, man. A lot of y'all will, probably every one of y'all, if you don't really know me like that, don't know that I'm a very talented artist. That's always been my dream, is to draw, make comics, animate cartoons and things like that. Like, I want to do stuff like that. Like, I'm always having ideas for stuff like that. And I've always drawn and created, but where I went wrong was, one, having the wrong people around me. If you got the wrong people around you, man, for whatever reason, it could be envy, jealousy, or they just may hate themselves or whatever. But like, you got the wrong people around you, man, they can talk you out of your dream. And I allow people to do that. I allow people who didn't have their best interests out for me. I was really laying my life down for them, giving them the best of me, and they was giving me the bare minimum. And they made it a point to downplay my dream, made it a point to talk down about my ability and my work, and I let it get the best of me. I should have never listened to it. I should have kept going, man. So what I've done over the years is y'all just don't know how much courage it takes for me to say this. You really knew me, man. But I'm being honest, man. And I thank God for it, because in this time that I've been off, man, God's really been working on me in many different ways, in many different areas in my life. And I needed to disconnect. I mean, I got off everything for a whole year. I got off social media, got off YouTube, all that, and just, withdrew for a minute. But, and which is what I needed, to really dig in and tap into my gift, man, and who I am, man. Not who somebody else says I am, or what their idea of me is they think I should be, or anything like that. Like, nah, like, I took the time to really see, like, and even in that time, I was still trying to do this, because I don't think there's nothing wrong, like, if you want to pursue different things, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. Nobody says you just got to do one thing, but make sure whatever it is you're doing is something you want to do. And if you figure, or you find out, like, hey, I don't want to do this, stop doing it. Don't keep doing it. Do something else. Do what you really want to do, because sometimes you got to figure things out. Like, we live in a day and age where it's like everybody, or if you listen to the online people, it's like, oh, you got to have it figured out. But for most people, it take us some time to figure it out. Really, I'll say it take us some time to refigure it out, because most of us know exactly what it is that we want to do when we're young. We know when we're young, man. When you're a child, you know. But what happens is you come into contact with these, I don't know what to call them, man. I've heard some call them negators or, you know, haters or whatever you want to call them. It's just these people in life, man, that come around your path, and just because they fail of achieving their dreams or they're giving up on their dreams, they want to sow that seed into you. So usually we know what we want when we're kids. We know what our interests are. We know what that one subject that we just know so much about, that thing that, you know, just makes you excited just to talk about it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we all had that thing. And then you usually your gift is in that thing. It's in that thing that you really love. Now, it doesn't mean that, like I said, you can't do any other stuff. Like, I work in a hospital. I work in the OR. And I work in the operating room. And I don't even want to get into the details of my job, but it's like, I mean, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, that ain't got nothing to do with what I really love to do, which is draw and create. I'll just say create, because it's not just limited to drawing, because I also have, you know, talent in music. But mainly create and draw and make things. You know what I mean? Tell stories and stuff. I'm good at that. But I started to notice, I don't know, I took that part of me and I tucked that part of me somewhere deep somewhere and closed the door, because I stopped believing in myself. I started believing in my gift and my ability, man. But what it started to do is it started to change me as a person. God revealed this to me, man, that it made me become somebody who I'm not. And the crazy part about that is when you're somebody that you're not, you can't have peace, you know, or true peace and synchronicity in your life, man, when you're trying to be somebody else. Can't do that. That's a violation right there, because there's only one of you. There's only one of all of us. I don't care how much we're similar or where we came from or what we look like. There's only one of you, and there's only ever going to be one of you. So if you're not being you, you playing a character, man. You wearing a mask, you know, and that's what I was doing. I was wearing a mask. So, you know, I go off on a tangent, but so then I go and I said, you know what? God started showing me, like, man, you're trying to do all this stuff. Now, I done did all kind of stuff, man. I done tried graphic design, which was cool, but that side of the art business wasn't my fave. It's not like what I paid to do. It's very, very much so business oriented. It's not, I mean, I have skill that I use in it, and that business was cool. And I've tried, I did all kind of stuff, man. I've tried credit repair. The last one was doing taxes. You know what I'm saying? Which is, I know how to do that as well, but it's just like, and you know, this past year, they had a lot of stuff going on with like the AI and stuff like that. So, you know, soon a lot of jobs like that, in my opinion, are not even going to be around soon. Businesses like that, once AI completely takes over, because you don't got to do nothing but like take a picture and upload your stuff on there, and the AI do it for you. And it's more accurate than a human being. So, and honestly, I just didn't love it. I was doing it straight for the money, just because, you know, there's money in it. But, and I did make money, but it's not everything, man. It's like I'm just starting to realize, I don't know if it's because I'm getting older or what it is, man. You know, really, I believe it's God like tapping me on the shoulder, like, hey, man, you need to, like, hey, you need to get this. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I just started thinking about, like, man, you only got one life to live. Like, why do so many things you don't want to do? Why not do the things you do want to do? You know, you still got to choose to do something. You know, and that's how what I realized. God allowed me to see that about myself. It's like, dude, you got skills, and even when you got the skills, you took it and kind of, this is, for lack of a better term, like businessified it, like, like, I don't know, tried to, you know, you took that and put it in a mold or in a box, like, and I'm like, you know what, and that's why I didn't enjoy it, you know. It's not that's why I didn't enjoy it. So although I'm still a man of God, although I'm still a businessman, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, those things are cool, but at the core of my being, I'm an artist, man. I'm an artist. And I'm realizing how much courage it takes, to really do, whether, it can be something different for somebody else. Yeah, I may be an artist, somebody else may be a gymnast or whatever it is that you born to do. But like, at the core of my being, man, I love to create. And I would love to create and get paid to create and find my tribe of people who like what I create. And I can not only do it for myself, but give them value in what I do and share my gift with the world like I'm supposed to. So on this channel from now on, so all of my, subscribers who are on here now, that's what I'm going to be focusing on. I'm still going to be me. I'm gonna show up. I mean, I'm a man of God, like I said, so I mean, that's a major part of my life too. So, that'll never go away, but you're gonna be seeing more of me bringing my authentic self. I'm getting to the point in life where I don't gotta prove nothing to nobody. I don't care to convince nobody or nothing. I don't care what anybody thinks about me or none of that. It don't matter. It doesn't matter, man. Like, once I realized that, I'm like, man, like, how much time and energy and mental space I've allowed what I think other people think of me to rule my decisions and how I behave and what I do. It's like, I really don't care no more. And once I started letting go of that kind of stuff, man, my life has been so much more enjoyable. And I've been seeing things come together, even with my art, come together, even with my health and things like that. Because now, it's like things are becoming in alignment. Because here's the thing, man, when things are out of alignment, everything is out of alignment, man. If you don't got this piece of who you know, well knowing who you are, and really confidently walking in that, and that may take practice. I was talking to one of my coworkers the other day, like, man, sometimes being confident in who you are, when you're not used to being confident in who you are, it take a little practice. It does sometimes. Sometimes you gotta practice being confident, man. There'll be times where you may want to hang your head down, walking, looking at your feet, feeling all down and sorry for yourself. Those are the times that you gotta practice being confident, man. You gotta lift your head up. You gotta poke your chest out. You see what I'm saying? You gotta look forward, You gotta do that. And I've been practicing doing that. Those people who you walk by, you speak to them and they don't say nothing to you and they act like you don't exist. You know what? You do that one time and they act like that, okay? Don't get mad. Don't get offended. The next time you walk past that person and you see them, leave them alone. Walk right past them like they don't exist. Lift your head up. Keep your eyes straight. Don't start fiddling and, becoming all self-conscious or nothing. No. It's all good. You ain't got to be cool with everybody. I'm learning that. I ain't got to be cool with everybody. I don't need to be friends with everybody. I don't need everybody to like me. It's all right. Because it's better to show up as yourself. You can be comfortable with yourself and who you are and what you're doing than to be pleasing somebody. Only one I'm worried about pleasing is my Father in heaven and my wife. That's it. I love my kids, and because I love my kids, of course, I'm going to do things that I'm supposed to do to love them. But, man, the only two I'm obliged to please is God first and my wife. That's it, man. And even that has its limitations. Even that has its limitations. Just keep it a bill. It does. You know? But I've been showing up. Like right now. Man, part of this is let me back on my fitness journey. I let discouragement and all this other stuff, man. People wanting to do other stuff, man. Eating all that bad food and, you know, drinking and just everything, man. Start sucking me back into a place where I don't want to be. A person I don't want to be. Like, nah, that ain't me. That's not me anymore, man. I'm trying to be the best me while I'm here. I was listening to something, man, and it said, you know, you got to make it up in your mind that you want to live until you die. That I'm going to live until I die. So I'm not going to use a lot of my mental energy, physical energy, worrying about sickness or this or that or pain or what people done, unforgiveness. Like, no, man, I'll let all that go. Let all that go. Focus on being the best me. So part of that for me is taking care of my body. You know, people try to say like, oh man, you're doing too much. You're counting calories now. You're doing too much. You're working out. You know, I've been trying to go on a walk every day. You know, I already walk a lot at my job, but I'm talking about outside of that. I'm always on my feet. I get like 15, 20,000 steps a day at work. But outside of that, getting them 10,000 steps, walking, meditating, visualizing who I want to be, like where I want to be, seeing myself there, man. Like that joke is real. I'm telling you. Like it's like we've been taught not to really live at our full potential, and it's crazy, man, because everything they say, like we've been taught this stuff since we've been kids, man. To oh man, you got a kid say I want to do this, I want to. Oh nah, you dreaming and da 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 da. We shut it down because we've been indoctrinated, man. To kill other people's dreams because our dreams to be killed, man, because we've been taught to just conform, man, to be a certain kind of way. That's what we've been taught. But that's not the way. The Bible says that your gift will make room for you and bring you before kings. So why aren't we teaching our children, why aren't we taught to cultivate our gifts? Why is everything always about, like going to school or going to college or doing this or doing that? Like, that's not everybody's path. That's not everybody's path. Everybody doesn't want to do that. You know what I mean? Everybody's not made to do that. Meanwhile, you got people online making money doing what some would call the silliest stuff. You got people knitting and they teaching other people how to knit and they make more money than the one who don't went to college and they're happier. So like, I finally know like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to do. I've always been motivational and stuff like that because I want to lift people up. I love lifting people up. It's a gift of mine that God has given me to encourage others. I've encouraged others to start businesses and do all kinds of stuff. I'm good at that. That's part of my gift. But in order, I can't give something that I don't have. You know, I can't give something I don't have. I need to be encouraged myself. You know, so right here, I need to be encouraged myself. I need to walk out my gift and to work in my gift myself and pursue my dreams myself. I got things. And let me tell you, people try to make this stuff hard, man. It's not hard. Now, I guarantee you, like 99% of people know what it is they want to do. That's not the problem. And I'm going to tell you how you can know what it is you're supposed to do. It's so simple. Whatever, I'm going to give you that first, and I'm going to tell you why it's not that. That's why you're not doing it. First, how to know what it is that you want to do. Let me stop for a second. The way you know, or how you be sure about what it is you're supposed to do, whatever that thing is, that thing that you always thinking about, Like, I mean, like, it lives rent free in your mind. That thing you want to do is rent free in your mind. Like, every time you sit down and you by yourself, or even when you're doing something else, you'll be at work working, thinking about this thing. Like, man, I always wanted to open up my own, bakery. Oh man, I always, like, you could see yourself doing it. You are that one thing, man. I always wanted to travel the world and go here and go there and do this, or whatever it is, man. It's something different for all of us, but we all got that one thing, man. It's these key points, man. These key things that's always on your mind. For some reason, you're always thinking about doing these things. Whatever that thing is what you're supposed to be doing, and it may be many, many things. And some of those things may require you to gain certain skills or go to school for or learn. Some of them may not. Some of them you just need to start doing it like I'm doing right now. But whatever that thing is what you need to be doing. That's the reason why you're thinking about it all the time. Because in your spirit is telling you like, hey, do this. But here's why we don't do it. Or why we think we don't know what we're supposed to do. It's because in our minds, we don't believe that we can become successful or make money doing that thing. It's as simple as that. I finally figured that out. It's not that we don't know what we want to do. We just don't think we can make a living doing what we want to do. Because our minds have been indoctrinated into thinking that, oh, you have to work a 9-to-5 job, or you have to do this and you have to do that. And really, you don't have to do none of that. You don't. Now, maybe you can use it to, get yourself to over there. You might be able to use those abilities. Good afternoon. Good, good. You might be able to use those abilities to get there, or your job to get there. Use your 9-to-5 to get there. Shoot, everything that I've done, and I haven't hit the pinnacle of any of the industries or the businesses that I've started. You know what I'm saying? Even though I've had some success in those businesses, but like, man, look, man, I did it all working my 9-to-5. So like, even if it's something that, okay, you need to work your 9-to-5 now, work your job now, while you still in your spare time, work on what your gift. Do you need to do that? Because here's the thing, everybody talk about time like we don't got time. We got time. People are like, oh man, I realize this, man. It's like, let me tell you something. TV, video games, all that stuff is cool. I like TV. I like playing video games. I even like, watch some shows. I love anime, cartoons and stuff. I'm an artist, of course. I love that stuff. Still watch them today. With my kids and without my kids, I still watch it today. But here's the thing. You can't achieve your dream, man, sitting down watching 5-6 hours of a show. Like, don't tell me you don't have time to work on your gift when you just sat there and binge watch Power for 2-3 days straight, 6 hours. Even if you would have took 30 minutes or maybe an hour of that TV time or that Netflix time, that Hulu time, that Prime time, and you took that and just focused on your gift, you still be moving forward in the right direction. It ain't got to be this grand thing. I ain't saying take the whole 6 hours and just go and just do that. You know what I mean? And that's what you want to do. But I'm just talking about being realistic. When you getting started, you just got to start for real. And I'm telling you, you spend 30 minutes on your gift every day, 15 minutes, it's gonna grow. You're gonna want to do it more. The more you start doing it, the more you're gonna want to do it. Simple as that. So it's like we make these excuses, man, and that's what I've been saying. Like, dang, I done made all these excuses for not being healthy. Oh man, I can't, And I'm gonna get on that too about the health thing, man. Cause that's a big excuse that a lot of us use. Oh man, I'm not healthy enough to do this. Man, you better use what you got. Shoot, I seen a dude with half a body, more ripped than me. What's my excuse? He got half a body. No waist, he is a torso and chest, arms, and neck and a head. And it's jacked. Jacked. Got a 6-pack, ripped, strong, healthy. There's no excuse, man. We gotta be real with ourselves and stop coming up with these excuses. It's like, bro, that ain't got nothing to do with it. Your health, man. It's you. It's us. Like we are our biggest enemy. You know, I believe that there's a devil in the devil. But man, he uses us against ourselves. Sometimes it don't be the devil, it just be us, man. Let's be real. Sometimes we just lazy. Because you know what's so crazy? And this is what I'm talking about, that programming, man. I really want to help people free their minds. I really want to help people free their minds, man. The programming. People get up every day, 5 days a week, 6 days a week, work 2 jobs. All that. Get up, show up at a place that they hate. Work hard, try to be the best at what they do. Making somebody else rich, working on somebody else's dream, man. Working on somebody else's dream. But won't get up and can show up for themselves. So I realized that's what I was doing. I'm working, picking up every single shift that's available, doing this and that. And I mean, it's cool to have some extra cash. Like, ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm not knocking that. Because, you know what I mean? I've always got a plan. You know what I mean? So making extra bread is cool. You know, you can do whatever you're trying to do with it. That's cool. But I'm saying the point is, don't do that and not show up for yourself. Don't do that. Because time is going by. Time is going by quicker and quicker and quicker and quicker and quicker. It just go by. Time go by so fast. You know what I'm saying? So you sitting here, and before you know it, a day turns into a week into a month. Next, you know, we almost 6 months into the year right now. So if we stop looking at just the right now, that's the problem, man. We ain't got no patience with ourselves. We're not trying to give ourselves the time to try something new, to get it wrong, to figure out if it is something we want to do or not. We're not giving ourselves no time to do none of that. We just going about life, letting life happen, and then it happens, which it inevitably does. Life is gonna happen. It ebbs and flows. Nobody's happy all the time. Nobody's up all the time. It doesn't matter, even if you got money. All that, it's always gonna be some kind of thing. There's resistance. It's the spice of life. Seriously, if everything was good all the time, it'd be boring. Listen, the stuff that you've overcome already is half the reason why you enjoy. Whatever you enjoy now is because you know that you've overcome some stuff. You know, it gives meaning to your life. Adversity gives meaning to your life. It proves you. It proves that you ain't all talk. It proves you. So adversity is going to happen. There's going to be setbacks. There's going to be hang-ups and setbacks. Like, it's just how it is. It's okay. We got to start being more loving towards ourselves, man. I heard a dude say, man, talking about loving himself, and people say, oh, I love myself, but you drinking all the time. You eating all that fast food. Eating all that bad food, getting high blood pressure and diabetes from eating all them sweets and cakes and not taking care of yourself. But you got the nerve to say, oh, I love myself. No, you don't. You don't love yourself. If you're treating yourself like that, you only got this one body, man. We get one body, you know, and we all start at different levels. People dealing with some real life health issues and stuff, man, but you got one body. You better take care of that body while you in it. If you really love yourself, let me tell you something. That's what God showed me. God showed me this. If I really loved him, like how I say I do, and really love myself, which is you got to love him first, and you got to love yourself before you love anybody else. I learned this. The Bible tells you, it's in the Bible. You got to love him, but you got to love you, or you can't love nobody. It's right in the scripture. You can't love nobody if you don't love yourself. And how can you say you love yourself and you're putting poison into your body? You're putting poison into your body. I don't care how good it tastes. It's poison. If I sat here and I had some poison, I said, well, this tastes like grape Kool-Aid, but it has cyanide in it. You ain't gonna drink that. Who cares if it tastes good? Just because it tastes good don't mean it is good. It's poison. So God has shown me, like, man, you got to start loving yourself, man. You say you love me, but look how you treat yourself. So that started making me, I'm like, you know what, you're right. Like, I got to start doing better, man. So little by little, pushing the plate back, making changes, not going out to eat as much. Meal prepping, making your meals, cooking at home, eating at home. You save more money anyways, eating at home. Gotta spend all that money eating out for what? And half the time, you don't know if it's gonna be a hit or miss. And if you like me and I really love food, shoot, I'll pay to go get what I want. Because the best restaurants charge a lot. Usually that stuff is expensive. If you can get 100% the same result every time, them places usually be expensive. I don't really like eating at the fast food chains and stuff like that no more. I like to eat good. But at the end of the day, it's like, for what? You put it in your mouth, you eat it, and it all come out the same. Because I had to change my mind too and understand that food is a drug too. A lot of us, man, don't get me started on Christian folk. Claim they know the Lord and claim, oh yeah, man, I'm Holy Ghost filled, sanctified. Well, the Holy Ghost ain't telling you to push that plate back. You weigh 500 pounds. And I'm not shaming anybody or anything like that, but how can you claim like, oh, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that you ain't got it. You're not Holy Ghost filled in certain areas of your life, but I'm just saying, like, he ain't ever told you, don't the scriptures say to take care of your temple? So you telling me he ain't ever told you to put that fried chicken down, man? Get that blood pressure down, that diabetes, deal with that? Because I know the Holy Spirit was convicting me of that. Them times where I'm sitting there and I'm sad and I'm going to overeat to deal with the pain in my life instead of going to God, instead of really dealing with it and facing my problems. I'm dealing with it by getting my dopamine from eating unhealthy foods. Because that's all it is. You got to change the way you see this stuff, man. That food, they did tests on this, scientific test. You could look it up, man. Sugar, and I'm talking about all forms of sugar. Sugar is more addictive than cocaine. So think about this. Why we got so much obesity and stuff in America right now is because a lot of us ain't nothing but addicts. We're addicts, man. We're addicts. And the truth of the matter is, we ain't nothing but a bunch of crackheads that's killing themselves slowly. And you know what makes it so sad? That our culture promotes this type of behavior. This type of self-destructive behavior, man. I just turned 35 and I ain't gonna say I ain't known this, but I feel like it's one thing for you to know it and it's another thing for you to like really take it seriously, for real. That's a totally different thing. To take it serious. My uncle used to tell me, knowledge is power. He told me that all the time. I was like, one of the first life principles I learned was him telling me knowledge is power, but that was only half of it though. Because if you don't apply the knowledge, it don't really matter. It don't matter if you don't do nothing with it. Man, if you don't do nothing with it, it doesn't matter, man. You gotta apply the knowledge. You gotta apply it. But like at the end of the day, most of us are just addicts, addicted to sugar. People are addicted to watching television, addicted to social media, addicted to pornography, addicted. Fiends, man. You gotta get your mind off of that stuff. I don't care what nobody say. These apps and all this other stuff, man, a lot of them, they're designed to grab your attention and to keep you there, unproductive and not being who you are, man. And I know that they can be used for good, but a lot of us lack the self-discipline. A lot of us lack the self-discipline and the self-awareness to handle it, man, to be able to put it down. So if you don't have the self-discipline or the self-awareness to put it down, then you probably should put it down. Put it down. It's not good for you at that point. It's doing more bad than good. If you can't go on there on that social media and look at all those different profiles and all that going on and not feel self-conscious about yourself, man, get off of that junk, man. Delete that app off your phone, man. Seriously, delete it. If you can't get on there and start judging yourself and compare yourself to other people, thinking that, oh man, like you're not doing enough in life because you seeing somebody else do this, that, get off of there. Get off of there. I'm serious, man. Man, listen. Once you do, you will realize the first couple of days, maybe a week or so, is gonna be hard. But you'll start to realize how much time and how much energy you spend on that stuff. When you go to the app and you're like, oh, it's not on there no more. And you'll start to feel better. And I guarantee you're gonna find other stuff to do. That's when you start picking up books and reading. That's when you start doing the things you really love. I'm telling you, man, this stuff is killing us, man. It's wasting our time and our potential. I realized that for myself. So like, I don't sit around playing the game all day, living in a fantasy world. I'm trying to build my fantasy in the real world. Thank you, sir. You're welcome. You know, you sit around playing a game all day, living in a fantasy world. Now, like I said, there's nothing wrong with playing the game. But some of us, man, it's just another shot. It's another shot of dopamine to the brain to keep your mind off what it is you really should be doing for real. I'm not hating on nobody playing no games. Like I said before, I like playing games. But it's more to life than that. There's something that everybody got to give to the world, man. There's something somebody else got that all of us have to give to the world. And that's the thing. If you're not giving, your gifts are meant to be given. Jesus said it's better to give than receive. So everybody has something that they're supposed to be giving to the world, man. And if you're not doing that, you out of alignment. What are you giving? Well, my main thing is to help people understand that whatever it is that God gave you to give, whether you perceive that somebody has more than you or you just can do the one thing, it don't matter. I need you to believe in that thing, man. And trust that it ain't gotta fit no mold. You ain't gotta be like nobody else or nothing like that. You can be successful doing it. And I'm gonna help y'all do that. First, by doing it myself. And I'm gonna take y'all on the journey with me while I'm doing it. Yep. I'm gonna take y'all with me. Because like this ain't for everybody, man. And I realized that too. You ever came into the knowledge that you found something that was so good? You thought it was so good. I mean, like to you, this thing is like, oh my goodness, like this is so awesome. This is like the best thing in the world, man. And you try to tell that to the wrong person, they're just like, meh. They're like, yeah, that's cool. Cool, bro. Like, bro, it is not for everybody. Everything is not for everybody. And although it might be cool to you, which is fine. How y'all doing? Good. I like your shirt, man. Straw hats. Yeah, man. You know, excuse me. Yeah, everything ain't for everybody. And you ain't got to give it to everybody. You got to find your tribe, man. Folks that's into what you into. And that way y'all can appreciate one another's gifts and company and views and things. Yeah. Like I said, it ain't even about being closed off or nothing like that. But like I said, right, you gotta find where the folks and the group and the environments that you resonate in, man. Trust me, man. I've been that person who had the mindset that, oh, for me to be successful, I gotta emulate this, or I gotta be like that. I gotta talk like this, walk like that, have this, have that. Like, bro, I've been that person, bro. That junk sucks. Living like that sucks, bro. Because you can't be your authentic self living like that. You can't be your authentic self thinking like that. You can't. You can't be the real you thinking like that. So you become a slave in your own body and your own mind. Because you're always trying to keep up this act, man. Forget all that. They don't like you, so wish them peace and go on about your business. Peace be unto you. I'm good. You gotta like me. You gotta become okay with that junk, man. For real. You gotta become okay with that. So, yeah, like I said, I'm a man of God, man, but God ain't called me to be no preacher. As far as I know. Why take my gift and just because I'm a Christian, because I follow Christ is, oh man, I'm gonna put myself in this in it. No, man. No. Most of the work that was done, even in Jesus Christ ministry, was done outside. About 10%, probably not even that, were preachers and teachers. Everybody else was in their domains, in the marketplace, doing what they do in their realm or sphere of influence, man. People try to, man, that religious spirit is something crazy, man. People try to take people, man, put them in this box of religion, and that junk is trash. Religion ain't never did nothing good for nobody. And it doesn't leave room for you to be the you that God created you to be. It don't leave room for that. Because you're sitting here like a robot trying to follow and conform to the pattern of this world. It doesn't work, bro. This is half the reason why you go to the church today, and a lot of those people who go to church all the time are mean and nasty and miserable. Yes, I said it, and I'm not down in the church. I'm just telling it how it is. This is the reason why. Reason why you see them and they sliding off and going out of town to go sin and caught up in all kind of crazy stuff because they not, man. They ain't allowed God to transform their minds yet and to create them or make them a new creature. They still conforming. And I'm not saying, don't get me wrong, I don't somebody try to say that I said, when I say be, I say be the you that God created you to be. And I mean that, literally, the you that God created you to be. The you that the finished picture of the you that he sees in his mind when he looks at you. That's what I'm saying. People want everything handed to them, man, and you want somebody else to tell you what it is. No, man. Can't nobody tell you. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying don't listen to advice and sound advice. If people got the evidence and proof in their life of what they're talking about, then you can consider what they say. I'm not saying that, because Lord knows I do. You don't know everything. But can't nobody tell you what your purpose is or what you supposed to be doing but you, because God has placed it inside of you. So if a person can't look inside of you, which we can't, then how can they tell you what it is you're supposed to be doing? You know what God is speaking to your spirit. You know the thoughts that God has placed in your mind and the desires that you have and the things you want to do. You know that. Only you can know that. That's between you and God, and he's the one that put them there. So in order for you to find it, you have to go to the manufacturer and find out through him how to bring that thing about, what to do. He created it. So you go to the creator and he'll let you know. We're meant to be around people and fellowship and have community and leadership and authority and all that, but there's another side of that coin, man. Was work for us to do, and paths that we gotta walk. Sometimes you gotta walk them paths alone, man. Some paths in life you ain't gonna have nobody. I'm just keeping it real with you. Some paths you ain't gonna have nobody holding your hand or nothing like that. Maybe not even have anybody encouraging you sometimes, you know? And part of that comes too from our pride, man, because if we ain't letting nobody know where we at with things, or the people who do care about us where we at, even if that's in a bad place, because what are we doing? Wearing masks again. I'm fine again when you know that you're not. How can somebody help you? Now, those who are really in tune with you, they may be able to pick up, hey, man, you ain't been acting yourself, but, man, a lot of times you got to communicate this stuff with people. You don't tell nobody what's going on with you. How you expect people to know what's going on with you? It's just you, your thoughts, and the devil, and them demons tormenting you every day. You better reach out and say something to the people who care. You know? But I got on here. Again, like I said, I'm going to be going on here. I'm not putting too much pressure on myself, man, but my goal is to walk in my gift and allow my gift to make room for me and to bring me before kings. My goal is to find my tribe on here. The people who understand what I'm trying to do and encourage and help y'all get there as well. I want to help people who are like me, who are good people, man. People who love God, man. People who just good people, man, who have been smacked down by life. Really. You know, I've been through a lot of stuff, man. For real. It's really amazing that I'm even sitting here talking to y'all right now. All I've been through. I've been homeless not once, but twice. Once by myself. Another time with my wife and my kids. I've dealt with sickness. You know, I could have been dead many times, in jail. All kind of different things, man. Addiction. I was an alcoholic for many years. I was skinny, like almost weighed 100 pounds from drinking every day. I used to drink more than I ate. Actually, I used to only eat enough to drink. And look at me. I'm here right now. So like, only you can tell the story that you got to tell. Can't nobody tell your story. You know, your story is unique to you, just like my story is unique to me. And the crazy thing about it, people want to hear that. I realize that there may be somebody listening to me, man, who really needs to hear what I'm saying right now. Because I'm going to keep it real with you. There are other people that I listen to on YouTube who really, their journeys and their encouragement, man, helped me get out of the slump that I was in. That helped me examine myself. That helped me stop making excuses. That helped me got up and say, you know what? Man, nah, we done with that. Get yourself up, man. Pick yourself up, man. And do what it is you're supposed to do. Don't be a punk about it. Like, there was people I listened to right here on YouTube, you know? People I listen to on Facebook and stuff like that. Different things. But mainly YouTube. But basically what I'm saying, people who were bold enough to share their story, and that helped me get to where I am right now. So I'm trying to do the same thing. So this ain't for everybody. If you ain't never been through nothing, yeah, my channel ain't for you. If you ain't never been hurt by people that you really truly love and giving everything for, this ain't for you. If you tired of feeling, if you know you want to keep wearing the mask, this ain't for you. But if you tired of wearing the mask and you really want to walk in who God created you to be, you really want to be the you know you can be, you really want to pursue your dream, that dream you've been dreaming about since you were a kid, or that dream you've been dreaming about since however long you've been dreaming about it, that thing that won't let you alone, that thing that's always on your mind. If you like me and you trying to really go after that, then my channel's for you. That's who I'm looking for. Like I said, it ain't for everybody. I'm cool with that. But if that's you, that's who I'm looking for. Those are the people I'm talking to. Want to help you get over that. Help you learn how to forgive and let go. Help you learn how to walk away from situations that don't benefit you. Walk away from people who secretly hate you, or they want to see you doing good but not too good or not better than them. See, I've been through all that, man. I had to learn how to walk away from people trying to control you and tell you what it is you're supposed to be doing against your better judgment, when you know in your spirit that you should be doing something else, man. If that's you, then this channel's for you. If not, keep it pushing. Keep it pushing. Thank y'all for listening to me, man. I love y'all. I really appreciate anybody who take the time to hear what I got to say, because I've been quiet for too long, man. But no more of that. I got a story to tell, and I'm going to tell it, and I'm going to help other people tell theirs. Again, this is your boy No Glory. Till next time, peace.